Thank you guys for your time. I really hope you learned something. This is the first part of a 7-part workshop called the PitStop WorkShop. You learn how to jumpstart your car, change a spare tire, check your engine fluids, maintenance schedule, stuff to keep in your car, learning how to check your tire pressure and your tread, and obviously dash lights. For more information or questions, check us out at AutoShopVocational.com or AutoShop Vocational on Facebook. Or you can go to AutoShop_Vocational on Instagram. You ever left the lights on in your car and come out to a dead battery? Yes? Well, my name is Greg Sheldon. I was a social worker turned automotive technician to follow my dream to become an AutoShop teacher. And I've put together the PitStop WorkShop, which is a workshop that empowers you around your vehicle. And this video is for dash lights, what they mean, and steps to take to correct them. Welcome to the PitStop Workshop. Today you're going to learn about dash lights, what they mean, and steps to correct them. This is your check engine light. When you see this, you don't necessarily have to pull over, but you do need to get it checked out. Get it diagnosed by your automotive repair facility, and it could be something like a sensor, a misfire, or something along those lines. If it's flashing, you need to get it checked out right away. This is your oil pressure light. It means pull over right away and check your oil. Chances are you don't have any oil in, and do not drive your car until you put oil in. You can have catastrophic engine failure, which is going to be expensive or be the end of your car. Older cars have oil gauges, and if the gauge is all the way on low and it stays there throughout the RPM range, then you need to stop and check your oil and pull over immediately. Next is your coolant temperature light. It means that your engine is overheating and your chances are you're out of coolant. That can be catastrophic for your engine as well. So pull over, let your engine cool, and check your coolant immediately when you see that. If you have an older car and it has a gauge, and it should read right in the middle. When you first start your car, it's going to be low. As it warms up, it should be right in the middle. And if it goes all the way to high, shut your car off immediately. If you see it going up like 3/4, shut your car off and check your coolant. Because if it gets too hot, you can also do catastrophic engine failure. This is your brake light. Typically, it means that your emergency brake is still engaged. So make sure that the pedal is completely released and the handle is all the way down. You can still drive your car, but be very cautious with your brakes, because it might mean that you have a leak in your brake line, and then you may run out of fluid and then you won't have any brakes. So make sure you get this light checked out as soon as possible. This is your gas light. It means you need to put fuel in your car. You may have 10, 20, or 30 miles left until you can get to the gas station, but as soon as you see it, start making plans to get gas. This is your traction control light. This means that you are on ice or snow and one of your tires is slipping or skidding, or maybe even your ABS is kicking on. When you see it, it means that your car is taking control of the brakes and/or power to make sure that you stay on the path that you desire. I suggest leaving your traction control light on. It keeps your car under control under all driving conditions. This is your tire pressure monitoring system light. It means that one of your tires is low on air, or that one of the batteries for the sensors has failed. When you see this light, you need to check your tires. Most gas stations have a tire inflator, and you'll learn how to do this in the tire inflation module. Driving around with uneven tires will make the tires wear prematurely, and you'll have to replace it much sooner. This is your maintenance light. There are many variations of it. You don't need to pull over. You do need to schedule some time with your automotive repair facility to get the maintenance required. Sometimes it's an oil change, sometimes you might need a tune-up. The lights we've mentioned are the important lights where they need your attention. There are many other lights that may pop up, and those can be found, the information for those can be found in your owner's manual. Thank you guys for your time. I really hope you learned something. This is the first part of a 7-part workshop called the PitStop WorkShop. You learn how to jumpstart your car, change a spare tire, check your engine fluids, maintenance schedule, stuff to keep in your car, learning how to check your tire pressure and your tread, and obviously dash lights. For more information or questions, check us out at AutoShopVocational.com or AutoShop Vocational on Facebook. Or you can go to AutoShop_Vocational on Instagram.